All right, guys, we're looking at the same code, but there's something else that I really wanted to kind of show you guys to kind of ease things that you'll see with callback in general in JavaScript. Now, we're looking at the same code, which you guys just see earlier in a second. But what I really wanted to see is you can pass actually argument inside a callback themselves. For example, let's say here, this callback right down here, we had something called result. And the result itself was doing some sort of operation. 5 plus 2 plus 5 is gonna equal to 7 for some of you that is really good with math. But anyhow, long story short, if we wanted to pass this result as an argument down the callback, which means our callback, aka a function that is being passed an argument, every function that is being passed as the argument as the callback is expecting to have a param. For example, here we can call this param x, or here we can call it the param x, the param y. Now, the cool thing about param is it doesn't matter what you name them. As you guys can see, I'm naming this one x and I'm naming this one y. What really matters is this is considered as the first param, and this is the first argument that is being passed, which means x, it's gonna be holding the value of result. And y also is the first param, and the first argument that's being passed is result. Then y is going to also hold the value of the first argument that's being passed. So once again, the name does not matter. What matters is the order they go to. This is the first param, this is the first param. Whatever value comes as the first argument will be the value that both of them hold at the same time. Anyway, long story short is, what if we wanted to console log, or aka console log, the value that's being passed as the argument, which is we are talking about this value as result, and result is actually equal to 7 themselves. Well, I can just pass this value down here, which is x, and I pass this value here down there. And ladies and gentlemen, I can comment the second one for now if it brings some confusion. And when I look at the log, as you guys can see, first I see welcome, and then here's the result, the operation we did, which we end up having 7. And then this is when we execute our callback with an argument. And here's our callback here, but this callback is expecting a param, and this param should be expecting some sort of argument, or aka value that's being passed than the callback. And we use this value to log it, and that's one of the reasons, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing 7. Now let's see the second example. Oops. And the second example was where we name x to be something different. Once again, the param name does not matter, which means you can call the param name anything you want. In this case, we are calling it y. And what matters is this is considered as the first param. Whatever value is the first argument is returning, then this is the value that the first param that is going to hold. Let's actually test this in action. We're expecting result as the argument. This is going to be the value. And let's console log y and save this. And as you guys can see down this console log, we're still seeing the same value as expected. And if we change it to like 10, and this is going to be 12, and once again you guys seeing the second value. So the bottom line is, behind this is not only you can execute a function, but you can execute a callback, but you can execute the callback with arguments that's being passed down the callback params, and use accordingly inside the callback themselves.